our strategy, which in Asia Pacific is focused on achieving a spotless reputation. And the spotless reputation must be achieved in a simple way, by releasing the most advanced two-wheeler solutions to be showcased in the best dealerships and engaging digitally with the customer. What we want is to overtake, exceed the expectation of our customers. And nowadays, the job for us is very simple. Owning iconic brands, we need to convey emotions. The emotion which our brands do have because of their history. About 100 years of history. Actually, in 2 years' time, we are going to celebrate 100 years of Moto Guzzi. 100 years. It's a century. And the V85, which, for your knowledge, is enjoying a fantastic success in Europe, where it was launched a couple of weeks before us. It's amazing. Why? Simply because of the why. We need something which is totally consistent to the DNA of the Moto Guzzi. Means we just interpreted what Moto Guzzi conveys, what the market feels and interpret about Moto Guzzi, we pack in this motorcycle. This is it. These are the contents our dear friends are going to take you through in depth this evening, which are making the emotion be the first technical feature of these products, along with a load of advanced features. But the main important thing is what you're going to experience on tomorrow by riding it, which is the real product you all need to spread in your own jobs. The dealer at the dealership, the journalist as journalist, we as producer, everybody has to speak in the same direction. Which one? The why. The why is freedom, spirit of riding with simplicity and in an ecosystem which can be one of the most advanced. But at the end of the day, what will make all the people totally engaged in this iconic brand and product is what the brand conveys. 100 years of history and its heritage. Because we always kept on investing in our products, remaining faithful to our origin. Our origin is 100 years of passionate riding motorcycle. Here today we are displaying and disclosing a combination between traveling an enduro off-road product. But my people are going to take you more in details about the what and the how. The why is Piaggio, as a leading manufacturer, wants to keep elevating the emotion and the feeling our brands have in the marketplace. In order to do that, what makes the difference? Not the product, but all the people who are asked to represent the product, means the stakeholder. We, not at first, but we as producer, you as journalist, the dealer, the institution, the customer who have to become our ambassador. Therefore, I wish after this session you will be able to spread the word about what you're gonna hear, what you're gonna listen, what you're gonna try on tomorrow. Hopefully, a low, heavy, potent package of emotion. The Moto Guzzi one. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. I'm Tim, I'm from the product department, and I'm here to whet your appetite. I know you guys can't wait to ride it, and after riding it yesterday, I can't wait for you guys to ride it as well. But first I need to tell you a little bit about the bike, and let's start with a video of what ownership of a V85TT would look like. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
But more importantly, the resort facing us in the other island, listen the music, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for the low technical volume, so I'll try to speak a bit louder. I understand I'm a bit soft at the back as well. Okay, so with the V85TT, we have a number of design goals, but the main overarching one that we want to talk about is TT. So what exactly is the TT? So it's not tourist trophy from the Isle of Man TT, but in fact it is tutto terreno. So I hope I pronounced it correctly. And that means all terrain in Italian. And with that idea, we want the bike to achieve in every single area, whether it be for long distance touring, short distance touring, 1 up, 2 up with luggage. We want it to be adventure capable to tackle all kinds of different roads, whether it be off-road, whether it be the beach, or whether it be your favorite mountain pass. We also wanted it, especially in Asia, to be practical in the city. So we have purposely designed a bike that is compact and light and easy to maneuver around the city. And at the same time, we wanted to package all of this into authentic Guzzi styling. So we wanted something that is very distinctive to Moto Guzzi, something that you wouldn't mistake from any other brand. And I believe with the hard work of the people at Piaggio, I think we have achieved that. And I would like to tell you a little bit more about this fantastic product. At a glance, if you look at the specifications, it would seem like it's nothing new to you. It's a middleweight 853cc V-twin engine that is 80 horsepower and 80 Newton meters of torque. But the way we have worked on it is to make this torque delivery and power delivery very linear. So it's extremely accessible for whatever kind of riding you want to do, whether it's off-road, it's not too powerful for off-road, it's good for the city, it's powerful enough for the highway, and we have achieved this perfect balance in creating this vehicle. We have a seat height of 830 mm, which might seem a little bit tall to some of you, or maybe not tall enough for some of you. But for me, I'm very glad that the seat height is the way it is. Although it sounds a little bit higher than some of the other street bikes, for example, to use around the city, the way we have shaped the saddle is very narrow, which allows even someone of my height to actually put both feet on the floor, although it's a little bit on tiptoe, but at the same time, it offers a very high level of confidence. Likewise with the weight, 208 kilograms dry. This is actually a weight that allows the bike to feel very maneuverable, very easy to handle, even on the tough stuff off-road. The ground clearance of 210 mm actually allows for you to tackle all but the most difficult of off-road segments. Likewise for the practicality with the 23-liter fuel tank, we say we can get a fuel consumption of 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers. And you might think that this is just a claim, but in our test that we did for the 17 bikes that we have outside, we have achieved easily over 400 kilometers of range with a fuel consumption ranging from the worst at 16.5 kilometers per liter to up to 25 kilometers per liter. So it depends on the kind of riding that you're doing. When we developed this bike, we actually looked at a number of different competitors. We looked at crossover segments, all-purpose enduro segments, scrambler segments, adventure segments, trying to decide what would be the best kind of bike to bring to the market. So we looked at bikes like Honda NC750X, the Kawasaki Versys, which we thought those were really good bikes around the city, but they were pretty terrible off-road. So maybe not too much of that. We looked at the scrambler bikes, which, for example, like the Ducati Scrambler, Desert Sled, or the even like the Drying Scrambler, for example, which are really big on style, but at the same time they were lacking a bit of touring amenities. If you wanted to go longer distance on it, it's maybe not the most ideal bike. Again, so we went and looked at the adventure segment. Let's say the Yamaha Tenere 700, the KTM 790 Adventure, for example. Those were really good bikes off-road. But at the same time, with 21-inch front wheel, we realized that it's maybe not so ideal in the city, not so easy to handle. And then we looked, okay, all-purpose enduro segment. So you've got the guys like the V-Strom 650, for example, that pretty much do everything well. The BMW 750 GS pretty much do everything well, but we thought they were lacking a bit of style as well. So we wanted to inject that style, and as an Italian brand, I think that style element is really important as well. And so we decided, let's define our own segment. Right? Let's come up with the classic enduro, because we wanted an all-purpose enduro that would do everything well, to do something in the city well, to go out on the dirt well, to give you the great classic styling that Moto Guzzi is known for, and at the same time to be an all-purpose enduro with style. So we felt that the mid-size segment, despite the bike being all-terrain, we wanted the bike to be accessible to everyone. So we've actually designed the bike to cater to between 5 to 95% of the body sizes of the population, to make sure that it could cater to every single kind of rider as well. And so you can see that we're targeting a very large market with this bike. In terms of versus the competition, this bike has a couple of unique selling propositions. I mean, firstly, it's the first middleweight enduro with a shaft drive. It's got the largest fuel capacity in its class, with 23 liters, and we have the unmistakable Moto Guzzi styling. I mean, firstly, starting off with the beautiful daytime running lamp in the shape of Eagle Mandello. That is something that's really significant. And also the red trellis frame that has always been the signature design of Moto Guzzi. And with this bike, we have successfully fused modern technology such as ABS traction control. It's got a dedicated off-road riding map. It's got a TFT color screen together with smartphone connectivity. And we package all of this together with classic Guzzi styling. So with the Moto Guzzi V85TT, we have started with a new design language. We have started with this very iconic Eagle of Mandello daytime running lamp, which you can see. And looking at the front fascia, it's very clear that this is a Moto Guzzi V85TT. If it comes up on you from behind, it's not something that you're going to mistake for any other kind of bike. The design draws from the spirit of 80s adventure bikes and futures it with the expectations of a modern motorcycle. So participation in world famous rallies such as Paris Dakar and Baja 1000 during the 80s has really inspired a lot of the design that we put into the V85TT. If you look at the intersection of the lines of the bike, we have taken a lot of inspiration, and later I'll show you some pictures of some historical Moto Guzzis that you might have seen at the Moto Guzzi Museum in Mandello del Lago if you have visited. We have kept the lines simple, and we have sought for a sense of purity and simplicity. With the engine as a basis and a minimal number of structures revolving around it. I want to stress this point because we have not added any additional bodywork to take away from the lines of the bike, and there's no bodywork there that does not have a function. Even for example, in the daytime running lamp, it would have been simply easy to paint the Moto Guzzi logo on the front of the light. But what we have done is turn it into a beautiful daytime running lamp to ensure that every structure has a high level of functionality. With every Moto Guzzi bike, we are building the bike around the engine as the heart and soul of the bike. As the beating heart of the Moto Guzzi, integrating the engine into the design is so important that it also influences the shape of the tank. If you notice, the tank has cutouts at the side which allow for the rider and not just onlookers to view the cylinder heads of the bike. So the transverse V-fin has long been one of the signature elements of a Moto Guzzi bike, and we wanted to make sure that this is showcased from every angle, even when you are riding the bike. And Guzzi has actually had a very long history of enduro tradition, starting from the 60s with the Ludola Regolarità, and going on to the 80s with the Kota 1000 and the V65TT Baja. If I might draw your attention to the Kota 1000, if you look at this design, this is very similar to the design that we have on the Moto Guzzi. We have respected the lines very faithfully. And the twin headlamps are also inspired from the Stelvio 1000, which is the most recent enduro bike that Moto Guzzi has released. And in looking at our past, we have designed a bike for the future. We have sought to create a design that is evocative, that creates emotions when you ride it, when you look at it, even when the bike is stationary. we want to feel something about it, and this is what we sought to achieve at Moto Guzzi. But at the same time, we wanted to achieve a very controlled design, something that would not be overboard or overstyled in any way. So something that would be sexy and stylish, typical Italian fashion, but yet not being over the top, and yet very sensible. You can see from every angle of the bike that it's distinctive Moto Guzzi, and it's only got essential elements built on it. Every element, as I mentioned, is functional, and with this, you can pay extreme attention to detail in every element. Everything from the eagle-shaped daytime running lamp, all the way to the stylized tail lamps, which if you realize is actually like it's designed after afterburners of a fighter jet, a modern fighter jet. So how Moto Guzzi started, it actually had aeronautical roots, and this created the inspiration for having this aeronautical theme. But at the same time, we wanted to take the bike into the future, and so we look at what is powerful, what is speed in today's aeronautical terms, and this is what inspired the design of the rear tail lamps. In addition, the wind tunnel that we have at Mondo del Lago was one of the first, and that was also the inspiration for the design of the tail lamps. In terms of colorways, we've taken a lot of inspiration from races that we have done in the past, for example, Paris Dakar or the Baja 1000. And these colorways that you see here are actual colorways or actual paint schemes that we have used in these races. So the two special colors that you see, the Rosso Kalahari, twin tone red and white, and the Jello Sahara that you see here, were actual color schemes that we used. And you can see how faithfully it's been respected versus the pictures. In total, there are 5 color options. 3 solid colors, the blue Atlante, the grey Atacama, the red Volcano, and the 2 special colors, Yellow Sahara and red Kalahari, which are named after deserts to inspire that spirit of adventure. The basic bikes in monochromatic colors come with the Menster Pro and Snakes tires, which are more road biased, whereas the special color schemes come with the Michelin and RT Adventures, which are more off-road biased. But as motoring journalists, I'm sure both of you, or all of you would know that both of these tires are actually pretty capable on both surfaces. So now I'd like to hand over the time to Mr. Livy Wicali, which is the head of R&D at Piaggio Asia Pacific, to talk a little bit more about the technical aspects of the engine and what the engineers have done.